And welcome to Hadoop exam learning resources. In our previous session we have completed Pig's theoretical concepts and various basic understanding of Apache Pig. Now let's move ahead and do some hands-on. So we'll be having some series of hands-on sessions on Apache Pig, which will be like almost 4 to 5 sessions, which will be having more and more hands-on sessions, more than one hands-on in a one session. So let's start with this, and I'll provide the instructions of doing the hands-on as well. So let's first start with the word count application. So this is the instruction which I'm going to follow when doing the hands-on session. Okay, so this is the first application which we will be developing using the Apache Pig, where we will be doing word count. So let's create a file in the user. These are the instructions step by step I'm going to follow. So open the terminal, Pig and everything, and we are going to do this app over hands-on on the Cloudera virtual machine. So if you have not installed and not yet done anything, so I would suggest you go to the hadoopexam.com. Sorry, I missed. Go to the Hadoop training, and inside the Hadoop training, go to the module number 34. You need to first complete this module before moving to this particular module. I don't want to rearrange all the modules because already everything in a sequence, so and we are keep adding in between the sessions. So this session would be added after module 11, like where we have completed our hands-on session. So now I'll be adding some sorry, theoretical session we have completed here. Now we'll be adding a few hands-on session over here. So this would be after module 11. So please go through before this module number 34, and you have to install the virtual machine on your desk before starting this application. Okay, so now let's move ahead and complete this instruction here. Okay, so this is what we are saying: create a flat file first, user Cloudera training inside this folder. Let's open this. If you have never opened this Cloudera virtual machine, and so if you have installed, then you can see this kind of UI over here. Now in this, just click on the browser tab. So this will open the browser, and there is one application which is developed by the Cloudera, that is known as Hue. Hue is the web applications to control the many things on the Hadoop framework if you are going to work upon. This is very wonderful UI, and you will learn about more on this as we move ahead. So you just click on the Hue, and from the Hue we are directly connecting to the HDFS file system. Just click here, ignore this config field. Okay, so now just click here, and you will see this kind of UI, like this is the file system which is directly coming from the Hadoop framework HDFS. Okay, so this is not your Linux or something file system. This is the file system which is inside, like let me tell you, this is our HDFS framework, correct? If you have as we have been discussing, like Hadoop framework is developed on the HDFS file system, correct? And over this we would have framework like called yarn, yet another resource negotiator, and above this we would be having map reduce job framework, something like that, and above this we will be having Pig framework or Hive framework, which will be using this map reduce framework, and will be this map reduce framework will use yarn, and yarn will use HDFS file system. So all the files which are created on HDFS file system cannot be directly viewed from the Linux system, correct? We have to use HDFS command or something. So for this, Cloudera had developed one beautiful application that is now open source application. So separate team is developing, so that is known as Hue. Hue can give you the view of the file stored in HDFS without using the command line tool. Even you can do delete, create file or something. So we'll be going through this and do this thing. Okay, so now first it is saying create, go to user Cloudera training. By default you will go to this path, actually okay, sorry, here user, we will be by default under user Cloudera. Now let's say it is asking us to go to training. So let me delete this Pig folder here first, because this I have done already some exercises before that, but I don't want it to be deleted. So you have seen how I've deleted. Just select from here your file and delete forever. Select, and yes, it will be deleted. Similarly here with the another file, you can just delete it. So now we have deleted files from the HDFS file system. Okay, now what they are saying, you create a again pig directory, and inside pig directory, so just here you see new directory, name of the directory would be pig. Just type in pig, and inside the pig, okay, create a file name as Hadoop exam.txt. So to make, to avoid any mistake, just copy and paste, so that would be easy. Okay, so now file has been created, but this file is empty, not yet anything inserted. So just click it, and the current file is empty. Here you can see this message. Just click on the edit file, copy the content from here, this for statement you just copy here and paste here. Okay, so now we'll be having one file, and we are going to do the word count for this entire file which contains the content inside this. Okay, so now when opening the hue, if you are not if you've been asked what is the use, like sometime I have, okay, so I tell you like what I mean to say here. When you click on hue, it will sometimes ask username and password to log in. In my case, I have already saved the username and password, that's why not asking the password. So if it asks, use this password and username, username is also Cloudera and password is also Cloudera, correct? So just remember, this is people are asking us what is the username and password, so that's the reason I'm telling you here. Okay, so now we have already created the file here. Now we wanted to do the word count, correct? So there is a one statement in the pig that will help us to load this data, and using the load statement, you will, and you provide the path to the file, or even you can just provide the path to the directory, and how you want it, like you want to assign schema. So like here, if I load this f1 as a just a field name and character array, so entire line, each line would be loaded here in this input one, and the statement this is called alias, this or relation, you can say input one relation would be created. Input one would be having all the lines from this file, so 4 lines. So input one has 4 lines, correct, and each line has only one character array. Okay, the one character array for entire line would be printed. So just go here again, open the terminal. So this is the terminal. You don't have to install pig or anything, just type pig here and it will start the pig from by default itself. So let it get started, and once it is started, what we are going to do this, we will just put this input statement here. And okay, so grunt is the shell which we have previously discussed in our theoretical session. So just click here, and now input one, without any error, you can say input one is created. So now what you want to see is really anything input one hold it or not. So the beauty here is like this statement is just compiled but not yet executed, correct? If there is an error, then it would be printed immediately, but this he has not yet loaded this file into the input one until and unless you call this statement dump or store. There are two statements which you need to call it to actually this line to be executed. Okay, so this line has been compiled but not executed. So just click on print input one, and then it will create the MapReduce job here for this statement and create the input one alias. And once this, if you see here, it will MapReduce launch have been launched here, and 0% is yet completed, correct? So all the things, like this is single node cluster, so that would be little slower. Okay, so now let it get completed. Let's move here again. So this should print this kind of lines as an output. So this input one relation has all this 4 lines represented by this input one relation Here you can see 50% is completed. We are still waiting. So now once that statement is finished, what we have, like our each line contains entire row. Now we want to tokenize, correct? Tokenize means like each space separated line needs to be created as an array. So let's see, if I do have this, I am learning pig using Hadoop exam. So what I mean here, okay, so here our job is finished, correct? So this is the map reduce job which is completely finished, and this is the output which has been printed, which is what we are expecting here. Now but we wanted to do word count. So do the word count, we need to do what exactly? uh, Correct. So let me tell you here, suppose I am learning Hadoop from Hadoop exam. This is my first string, correct? So I want it to be emit like this: I am learning Hadoop from Hadoop exam, correct? This needs to be created here, correct? So this is, each token needs to be created. So tokenize function help us to create this kind of thing. So we have used tokenize functions for each f1 row. So f1 is each represented each row, so it will automatically iterate over this and tokenize this each line and then flatten it. Okay, flatten it means I'll tell you. Okay, we will see once we see the output, and generate the for each line in input 1, generate. Okay, apply these two functions on f1. F1 represented by this, because each line in input 1 we are applying this functions, tokenize function f1. So we'll be tokenize it and then flatten it. Okay, and then we will print this output. Let's see how it prints, then we'll see about it. So this is, again we'll run one map reduce job. So this is okay, this is just an information has been printed. I was worried there is an error or something. No, there is no error. So it is just warning, so just ignore it. Now this statement has compiled. Now next step is just dump it. Okay, so it again run a map reduce job. So let's wait it to be get finished. Okay, so now when we have tokenized and flattened this, then this kind of output is printed. So just each token for created for each line, as I have explained here. So this kind of token has been created using tokenize and flatten function. Okay, now let's next do this activity. Group words by each word. So what we are going to do this, we will be creating key value pair, where key is the name of the word which are common, and then all the same word in the single line. Okay, so we are going to group by. Okay, so we'll again run this and see the output, then it would be more clear to you. So next is, again we'll run it. Okay, so now the statement is compiled. Dump it again. So let's dump it again. This is the map reduce job is launched. Just wait for this to be completed. So now here you can see 50% job is completed. Now it's 100% complete. So what here we are done is like group by, correct, words. Okay, similar words. Okay, we have grouped together. So now here you can see I is the one key, and all the words in the this braces, you can see all the words, how whatever is present. So we have four similar statements. So I is 4 times, and this work as a key, correct. M is again key, and all the word 4 times. M. Pig is only 1 time, so this is 1. Java is only 1 time. Spark is 1 time. Using is again 4 time. Hadoop is only 1 time. Learning is again 4 time, correct, and Hadoop exam is again 4 times. So now we have group by, not yet done the counting. So it's a just very simple way to count this word. And now, so we have let's see the describe this statement which will describe our relations which we have just created. So let's just paste is a statement. So it will say this is group words where the name of the key is a group. Okay, if you never don't know what is the how it is described, so this is the key name and this is the which is the character array, and this words in each line are grouped together. So this is represent as a word, correct? Group words in each line. So now my words next statement, what we say, for each grouped words, okay, this is grouped words, all the lines in this relation, so this is all the grouped words, correct? Or for each line, what we are saying, generate group. Group is a key, correct? Here this is the represented, the group is the first element, so all the key is represented by group. And then what we are saying, count words in each line, correct? So words in each line is represented by this statement, correct? So this is statement which is collection of the words, so correct? So this we are saying count this words in each line. Getting my point here? So we are saying group, okay, again go back here, for each grouped words, so this is the relation which contains my all the lines, correct? This all the lines are in the relation name grouped words. So for each line, generate group is a key. This is represented by I in this case, okay, or for second line this is M. Pig, for each line there is a group value changes, correct? And the next value words in each line, so this entire line braces value is represented words in each line, this words in each line. So what we are saying, count the words in each line, okay? So it will count the word in each line. So just paste here and now dump again count words. Now let's this again launch a MapReduce job. Now the important point here, like we are keep launching the MapReduce job, just creating the dump statement, but when you clearly write the entire program, you are not going to do the dump in between, okay? This statement you are not going to. So a simple program will have 4 lines, correct? One is this line, next line would be this, okay, second line, this is third line, and this is the fourth line, and this is the final fifth line we would be having. So we will be having entire program in the 5 line only. So let's see if our MapReduce has job finished. Then okay, yet not yet finished, so let it get finished. Okay, we have already applied the statement. Okay, so now finish. You can see now I is 4 times, M is 4 times, Pig is 1 time, Java is 1 time, Spark is 1 time, using times kind of thing. So now we have seen, like without writing any Java code or any MapReduce code, simply just writing 4 lines of code, we have completed our word count application. Suppose you have to do a word count application using the Java MapReduce algorithm, that would be a big task. It's not a small task. So here we have not implemented any jar file, Java code or anything. So that is the beauty of the Pig script. So many companies like Hortonworks, like Cloudera, and many other companies are keep working to improving this engine to work faster, better, and kind of thing. Now it's a very well mature framework and which is being used in the production. So no worry. So you have to learn Pig script, how to write it, and you have to understand it better. So that's about the how we simply word count application. So now this is some theoretical concepts which you have to read it. So I'm just ignoring this right now because that is okay, which we have very well covered the theoretical concept in previous session. So I've just mentioned it here again to you can read it. Okay, so now the important statement is dump and store. PigLatin will not execute script until use the dump or store command. You have seen, like we have just printed dump statement, then only this have been created X. Now if you want to access your HDFS path from the Pig script, you can use this command fs minus fs is the file system to access the HDFS file system. Let's try it, even I have not tried it. So fs minus ls, so you can see how fast it has returned what is the in the current path of the where the pig started. So if you can see, user Cloudera is the current user. So inside this all the directory. So just go to the hue again, and we should see this similar directory structure inside this. So you can see trace Uzi Hadoop exam 3 kind of thing. So we have separate Uzi training created. So if you have not gone through, so just I would suggest, we have just launched Uzi hands-on training, that is sorry, very important training for the production Uzi framework solution. Okay, so that is workflow engine for the Hadoop framework, and which is very much used in production. So if you are not aware the Uzi, then you just go through this. And recently, not recently, this year onwards, Cloudera have implemented their exam as a hands-on exam, which is for Cloudera and Spark developer, that is known as CCA 175 exam, which is very popular, have been launched by Cloudera. So we have 95 solved problems for this exam. So you can just subscribe for this product and you can complete this 95. So this is very good exam. You have to do hands-on in the real exam, and then based on, like, out of 10 you have to solve 7 problems successfully to get clear this exam. But very worth exam to complete it. Similarly, for data engineers who don't want to do too much programming, because this CCA 175 includes the Spark as well, in which you have to code either in Python or Scala language. If you are not very well versed with this kind of languages, you can use CCPDE 575 exam, but this is a specialist exam for the Cloudera site. So this is more bigger exam compared to CCA 175, but in this exam it will be like Uzi, Pig, Hive, Scoop, Flume will be covered. Like, this is overlapping syllabus between those two, but this is more specialized exam, CCPD 5. And CCA 500 is the administrator exam, is still multiple choice exam. So you just complete the CCA 500 exam and you can be an administrator for this. So we have launched all this product for the Hadoop framework, for the Cloudera exam, and as well as for the MapR. We have our various exam for the MapR as well, certification. So you can choose your certification kind of thing, and we have a well structured Spark hands-on training on the Scala, like using Scala language. So you can just go through this training as well, and soon we will be launching many more trainings, so you can just keep visiting hadoopexam.com. Okay, so now let's move to the again our further instruction. If you want to kill the job, you can use the kill command. So there are various other command to use in the pig, like exec command, run command to run the entire script. Suppose you have want to, like always we are not going to use this, correct, as a shell script command. We will be creating script and we can execute that script. So we will be using exec command or run command to execute the pig script. So thanks for watching, and I hope you like this session. And at the last I wanted to mention, like, don't forget to subscribe here. Just click here subscribe button, put name and email ID, and you will be subscribed for the training. So because we are keep uploading new and new training and new materials to keep you learning, so if you subscribe it, we are able to send you the update information. Otherwise it would be difficult for us to send you the update information. And thanks, and we'll be moving next hands-on sessions. And if you're watching this session on YouTube, then please like this video if you like it, and also don't forget to subscribe to get regular updates from the YouTube as well, because sometimes we upload some videos on the introductory video or some advanced video on YouTube as well, so you will be get notified what's recently launched. So thanks for watching.